Quest 2 Review. Hi, guys, today we are going to review the Quest 2, so let's get into it. The apps that you can play with the Oculus tinkered with standalone virtual reality with its Go headset, but it wasn't until the Quest that the company nailed a genuinely immersive VR experience without any cables. The Oculus Quest 2 follows in the footsteps of its predecessor, but with a more powerful processor, a sharper screen, and a lighter design. It does all of this for just $299.99. A full $100 less than the original Quest and significantly lower than competitors like the $699 HTC Vive Cosmos and $999 Valve Index. Add optional PC tethering with an accessory cable, and you have a comprehensive VR system at the most reasonable price we've seen, earning our editor's choice for VR headsets. Early Quest 2 leaks. The images of the week. Early Quest 2 leaks prompted fears that Oculus might be ditching focus adjustment, the option to move a headset's lenses to match different interpupillary distances, improving the experience for a wider range of users. Oculus hasn't done this, but it's made the adjustment process more annoying. Instead of moving a smooth slider on the headset's underside, you have to remove it and snap the lenses to one of 3 distance settings, then put it back on to see the improvement. Oculus says this option will help newcomers understand what the adjustments do, but the benefit isn't clear. And while a single user will probably just set this option and forget it, it's a bigger issue if you're swapping the headset between family members or across an organization. Video. The Spanish slacks also. Many people may not bother with a link cable or a gaming PC. That gives a big advantage to a subset of Oculus-approved games, which are selected not just for quality, but for perceived commercial viability. Facebook has discussed opening a less restrictive store for a wider range of apps, but it declined to offer more detail at this time, suggesting that developers build for PC if they want to experiment. That artificially limits the audience for many games that could run just fine on a mobile headset. Some social VR developers are already complaining about Facebook suppressing competition, and the Quest 2 only increases its power to set the terms of engagement, and potentially the kinds of games that headset users see. Oculus, the images of the explosion. Even so, tightening the formal links between Oculus and Facebook raises new concerns. Lots of people get accidentally suspended from Facebook, and if that happens, it's not clear how it affects Oculus devices. The company's new terms of use suggest you can lose access to content if you do something like make a Facebook account with a fake name, but Oculus says the details are still being worked out. Parthasarathi says Facebook is trying to strike a balance in moderation, so a brief suspension won't nuke your Oculus library. But Facebook moderation happens on such a huge scale that individual users can get stuck in the system, and the prospect of losing access to your purchased games and hardware is a scary one. Video. The shooters of Oculus Quest games. There are hundreds of separately sold Oculus Quest games, and some free ones too, available to play with the headset, including everything from shooters to puzzle games, fitness titles to meditation apps. There truly is something for everyone, even if levels of quality and comfort can vary depending on what you're watching and playing. The images of the week, but there are some significant changes that would make an upgrade well worth it if you currently already have the original Quest and you're considering the Quest 2. The new model offers a more responsive experience overall, thanks to improved RAM and chip specs. It also has a higher resolution display, which is a whole 50% sharper than its predecessor. Combined, these upgrades make the Oculus Quest 2 experience even more seamless and immersive. Headset features. You won't get big new features from the Quest 2, but it includes some significant iterative upgrades. The headset features 6 GB of memory instead of 4 GB. Its base model has 64 GB of storage, just like the Quest. For $399, you can get a greatly expanded 256 GB. The Quest 2 uses Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 chipset instead of a Snapdragon 835, hypothetically letting it run better-looking games, although the Quest 2's current library is heavily optimized for the original headset, and neither device approaches a PC's power, while taking advantage of XR2-specific optimization for things like tracking cameras and VR screen resolution. The headset remains chunky, but at 503 grams compared to the Quest's 571. It's only a little heavier than the relatively lightweight original Oculus Rift. Battery life is similar to the Quest, clocking between 2 and 2.5 hours for a gaming session,